With all the variety, each product segment has its own absolute leaders. And in the segment of not very budget but still affordable cabinet speakers, the 600 series model from Bowers&Wilkins can certainly be considered as such leaders. Because for their price, they offer extremely interesting and versatile sound. If you don't agree with me, you can look at the sales statistics of this family all over the world. And these statistics show very convincingly that the English are finding the right, if not perfect, balance of consumer properties. Next to me are the Bowers&Wilkins 600 series speakers of the current generation in the special anniversary edition, in honor of the 25th anniversary of various generations of the 600 series. And the difference between these speakers from their usual counterparts is not only the signature on the tweeter. Let me tell you all about it. Hi everyone, this is Pult Electronics and me, Deco. Let's go! The Jubilee series consists of 3 models of so-called basic speakers, the 603's floor standing, the 606 medium-sized shelf, and the 607 small shelf. All of them are near me. The series is also supplemented with a center channel speaker, which will allow you to assemble a theater set for a room of 10 to about 40 square meters. We have the necessary Bowers&Wilkins subwoofers on sale too. All the acoustics of the anniversary edition are offered in 3 finishes: all black, all white, or a combination, white front and light oak in the rest of the cabinet. In all cases, the finish is made with a matte polymer film. The kit includes fabric grills with magnetic attachment, of course. The 600 S2 Anniversary series uses the same continuum cones as the regular 600 S2 models, woven from Kevlar-like material, but with a resonant frequency outside the working range. Exactly the same cones are used in the 700 series drivers, and in general the technology itself came from the flagship 800 series models, although with some simplifications of course. But the tweeters in the 600 Anniversary edition differ from those in the standard models in design nuances. They are modules with an aluminum dome and a rear wave damper. The first resonance frequency in the region of 38 kHz allowed to provide the most smooth and accurate transmission of the spectrum. Also in the Anniversary series, the separation filters were improved. In particular, some components were replaced by analogs of higher class. To complete the picture, sturdy MDF cabinets with internal damping and anti-turbulence sleeves of the rear inverter ports, called flowport. Otherwise, they are familiar to audiophiles. The younger 607s are compact shelf speakers with a height of 30 cm, equipped with the main driver with a diameter of 13 cm. This model is excellent as the main speaker in a small stereo system and can also be used for surround effects in a home theater. A very solid and pleasant sound allows us to recommend this model for almost any music, provided that the amplifier is properly selected. Among other things, it should be quite a powerful device. The whole sensitivity of the speakers is only 84 decibels. But in the right combination, the 607 can please not only with clean transfer of the middle and highs, but also with tangible bass with a tasty punch. A larger shelf model with the Index 606 is quite appropriate as the main speaker in a room up to 25 to 30 square meters. More open and big sound in the middle frequencies is completed by a more solid bass, which extends to the border of 40 Hz at -6 decibels level. A sensitivity of 88 decibels makes these speakers less demanding to the potential of the amplifier than the junior bookshelves. However, it is better not to save on an amplifier in this case, as well as because then the 606 will be able to show everything they can do not only in terms of volume and bass, but also in terms of microdynamics and soundstage. And such a sound is able to really pleasantly surprise. Finally, the old towers with the Index 603 are essentially completely different speaker. And it's not even the fact that it is a 3-way model with 2 separate 16.5 cm bass drivers, which allows the speakers to provide a very confident and accurate bass even in a large room. A different mid-range driver is used here. It is the already mentioned continuum cone, but 15 cm and on the proprietary FST short throw suspension. The mid-range quality of the 603s is noticeably better than that of the shelf-mounted counterparts. The sound is even richer in nuances, the timbre of instruments and voices is even more natural, and the musicians seem to materialize in front of the audience. So if space and budget allow, go for the 603's floor-standing speakers. In this case, you'll get not just more power and more bass compared to the bookshelf models, but the legendary Bowers&Wilkins sound. However, I wouldn't blame the developers for such a noticeable advantage of the floor-standing model against the shelf models. The fact is that this mid-range driver with a short throw suspension shows all its best qualities in a very limited frequency range, and there is no way it could work in a shelf speaker without the support of a separate bass driver. We would end up with a three-way model with a completely different size and a completely different price. That's why the shelf models used drivers on standard suspensions, but with a much wider operating range, which allowed to stay within the limits of the two-way configuration and, as a consequence, a very compact size and attractive price. But for their size and price, the 606 and 607 shelf models are excellent. So make sure to find the amplifier that suits you best. And remember that with Bowers&Wilkins, success depends largely on getting the amplifier right. And then you won't just be happy with the result, you'll be genuinely delighted. You'll find all information and links below. Don't forget to subscribe. See you soon.